What's up guys, it's Brandon Childs. Today we're going over an exercise called the Spiderman Lunge. Now a lot of people call this the greatest stretch in the world because of its ability to open up all sides of the hip. It's one of my favorite exercises because of how it improves your core stability and engagement while also opening up your hips through that dynamic range of motion. So the first part of this exercise is setting yourself up in a push-up position. Now I made a video on how to properly do that you can go check out. So remember, as a quick reminder, fingertips spread wide, biceps pointing forward, elbows squeezing in, pelvis is rotated up in the front, not lifting your butt too high, not too low, nice and neutral. From there, you generally want your wrist to be, you can go slightly outside the shoulder width. You don't want to go too wide, but you also don't want to be too close. But the main thing is you want to make sure that you have enough room to kind of shift to the side and keep your center of gravity between your arms. So the other part is keep your feet close together. You don't want your feet too wide because then when you try to lift the leg up, you're going to be tempted to shift too far to the side, taking away from your center of gravity. So keep your feet nice and close together so that way when you go to step, as you can see, I don't have to do any kind of shifting. My foot comes up, my core stays neutral, abs are engaged, I step up all the way. Then when I step, my shoulder and knee are lined up, my wrist and my heel are lined up, everything is nice and straight. Also make sure this back leg stays nice and straight. It's going to want to drop down, straighten it out to get that hip flexor stretch right there. Then from there, as you step back, keep everything in the center. Slide your foot back. Proceed to the other side, the exact same thing. Step forward, get it close to your hands you can. You may have to slide in a little bit, that's okay. But everything is nice and lined up on this side. As you can see, I'm not shifting too far off the side. My weight is on the inside of this foot to get that stretch on the outside of the leg there. While also stretching this hip flexor and the inside of your hip. If you don't have the range of motion or mobility to do that, you can do the exact same thing starting on your knees. Just make sure, again, your shoulders are shifted forward. All you have to do is step, straighten the leg out, bring it down, bring it straight back. Makes it a lot easier. You're still getting the core exercise by keeping yourself in the center, like that, and you're still getting the stretch to the full range of motion by straightening your leg and bringing it back, just like that. The other thing you want to make sure too is that when you are stepping and in the position, you want to make sure that you're not lifting your hips up high. You want to keep them nice and level, not sink down, but you want them to be kind of almost equal with your knee height, shoulder height. So when you step, you don't want to have to lift your hips up like that as you step through. You want to keep them down to help you pull that foot forward in front, whether you're doing it in the kneeling position. Either way, when you straighten, you don't want to lift up. Keep it down, or if you do the full one, you want the hips to be nice and level, not sink down, not too high. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and if you have any questions or requests, make sure you leave them in the comments so that I can continue to make content that will bring out your ultra instinct.